Let me tell you something. Most therapy rooms will never say to you, your insecurity was never a mind problem. You have been taught to treat it like one. Reframe the thought, challenge that belief, replace the narrative. And then these tools are not wrong. They have their own inner place, right? Like any therapy room. But they are treating a symptom, not a source. They are mopping the floor while the tap is still running in the background, because insecurity does not begin in the mind. It begins in the heart. In the deepest traditions, we know the heart was never just a pump. It was understood as the seat of the self, the nafs, the ego, the place where your sense of worth, your felt connection to something greater than yourself, your quiet knowing of why you are even here was meant to live, right? And when the connection is interrupted, not always through trauma, sometimes simply through growing up in a world that taught you to look outward for proof of your own inner value, the heart develops what I can only call a deficiency. The same way a body becomes deficient when it lacks something essential and then begins to show symptoms, fatigue, inflammation, pain in places that seem unrelated to the actual cause to begin with. The heart does the same thing. When it is deficient in the deep connection, it does not stay silent. It speaks through symptoms as well. Comparison, insecurity, the performance of life rather than the living of one. The endless scrolling, the curated image, the subtle ache that says, if I just had what they had, I would finally feel whole. Let's be real. But where he is what almost nobody tells you. You will never outthink this ache because the mind was never the organ designed to resolve it. The mind chases novelty, new information, new validation, new comparisons, new evidence to either prove or disprove your worth. It is restless by nature and always reaching for the next thing that might finally make the discomfort stop. But the heart does not need novelty. Let's be real. The heart needs return. What does that mean? This is the order most of us have backwards. We assume if we just think correctly enough, believe the right affirmations, gather enough achievements, the heart will eventually catch up and then feel settled. But is the heart that was always meant to lead and the mind that was meant to follow it home? So what does returning to the heart actually look like in real life? It starts with a single honest question, asked without judgment. Why do I do what I do? Why do I need them to see this? Why do I feel small in this room? And why does the comparison sting so specifically? Every insecurity carries inside it a positive intention. And then some deeper need it was trying, however clumsy, to meet it. Recognition, safety, belonging, proof that you matter. These needs are not shameful, right? They are human, but they were never meant to be met by the mind's strategies. Scrolling will not meet them. Achievements will not fully meet them. Comparing and comparison will only ever deepen the very ache it is trying to soothe. They are met through connection, through gratitude, practice, not as a technique, but as a posture, through quietly recognizing what is already present in your life right now before you reach for anything else. This is not positive thinking, by the way. This is the heart remembering what it was deprived of, one honest moment at a time. And then slowly, as the heart begins to feel, something remarkable happens. The mind grows quiet. The comparisons lose their grip, not because you have defeated them through willpower, but because the deficiency they were responding to has finally began to heal. You were never broken, let's be real. You were simply disconnected from the deeper proof of why you are here in the first place. And the way home was never going to be found in your thoughts. It was always going to be found within your heart. From my heart to your heart, as always.